Howdy y'all, Fuzzy Biker here at Baxter Cycle in the mighty mini-tropolis of Marne, Iowa, and look what we got behind us today. That is an absolutely beautiful Royal Enfield 650 Interceptor. Check that hot rod out. Not quite stock, is it? Let's go take that shiny thing for a ride. Wahoo! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wahoo! She's got an AEW 2-in-1 pipe on the rear. Sounds good. Love these Interceptors. Spins around like nothing doing. Check that out, huh? I love it. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. Handles like a dream. If you're in the market for a new or used Royal Enfield, Triumph, classic British bike of any type, get yourself over here to Baxter Cycle. Or go to baxtercycle.com. Tell them Fuzzy Biker sent you. Wahoo! Sounds beautiful. Talk about a eggy on kind of sound here. I don't know if y'all got to look at the tires on this hot rod. They're Shinko Golden Boy, I think they're called. They're great big, kind of a knobby tire. Once you get moving, you can't really feel it, but no one behind us here. 55.1 inch wheelbase. Check that out, huh? Turns on a dime, gives you 2 nickels change. That's 1,400 or so millimeters. Oh, hey, there's traffic. I love it. Oh, what a beautiful machine. What a beautiful machine. I love that pipe. I think the AEW 2-in-1 is now my favorite pipe on the Interceptor, particularly for sound. Boy, this thing pulls. This bike has a 648cc parallel twin, single overhead cam, 4 valve per cylinder, with a 270-degree crank. 47 horsepower engine, about 38 or so newton, or 38 foot-pounds of torque. That's about a whole bunch of fun. Whoa, look at that truck. Those trucks. Front brake seems appropriate. Front brake is a 320 millimeter disc with a dual piston Vibri caliper. Rear is a 240 millimeter disc with a single piston Vibri. Boy, this thing just jumps. Comes right to life. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's do the hill spin test. We got dirt all over the place, so we got to be kind of a little careful here. Boy, this has got to be one of my favorite bikes for doing this. I think the only one that might do it tighter is the Interceptor, the 350. What a machine, what a machine. Front suspension is 41 millimeter forks, about 4.4 inches of travel, I think. That's 109, 107, 109 millimeters. Has an 18-inch tire front and rear. Rear suspension is about 3.5 inches of travel, or about 89 millimeters, 86, 89 millimeters, somewhere in there. Boy, this is nice. This is fun. We got to go out on the highway a little bit. Not sure how much fuel I have, but we'll try it. Seat height is 31.7, about 805 millimeters. Absolutely fabulous. Boy, this thing really sings. I like it. The Interceptor has got to be one of the funnest motorcycles to ride. Hands down. It really barks. Y'all hear that? No one behind us here. The brakes are fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Life is good. This thing's got one of the best 6-speed transmissions I've ever used. Works in absolute harmony with the engine. Just a real treat. And boy does it, I'm going to say it again, boy does it sound good with that pipe. I love it. This thing is just a hoot to ride. An absolute hoot. What a grin. What a grin. Hey, there is Motorcycle Park. Let's run down there and get the other camera out and take a little look at this thing. What a sound, huh? What a sound. That is a real beauty of a machine. I am absolutely in love with it. Of course, I'm in love with every Interceptor I get near. What a thing of beauty. What a thing of beauty. Another one of these, you know, Baxter Custom Works bike. Just a beautiful thing in every way. So let's go over what the stock specs are. 648cc, twin cylinder, air-cooled, oil-cooled, single overhead cam, 4 valves per cylinder, about 9.5 to 1 compression, 47 horsepower, 38 foot-pounds of torque, about 52 newton meters. Has that beautiful, and I really mean this, amazing 6-speed transmission. The engine and transmission just, they work in harmony together. One of the best combinations, I think. The bike has 320 millimeter floating disc on the front with a 2-piston Vibri right there. I think it has excellent brakes. The rear disc is a 240 millimeter with a single piston Vibri. Check it out. ABS, front and rear, of course. Spoke wheels on aluminum rims, front and back. 18 inches on the front, 18 inches on the back. In stock form, they're 190 18s on the front, 130/70 on the 18 on the rear. Front suspension travel, 4.3 inches, I think, 109 millimeters. Rear is about 3.5 inches. It's twin shock rear. That's about 89 millimeters. Seat height, 31.7 inches, 805 millimeters. Wheelbase, a whopping 55.1 inches. That's about 1,400 millimeters. Ground clearance, 6.7 inches, or about 170 millimeters. Check that out. Isn't that beautiful? What a good looking machine. 3.6 gallons of fuel. That's 13.6 liters. And wet weight and stock form, this is going to weigh less than that. 470 pounds, about 213 kilos. That's all stock numbers. Now this is not a stock bike. This is an absolutely gorgeous bike, and then they made it better. You know, they've just done all kinds of neat things to just, wow, make it wow. Let's start with the pipe. AEW 2-in-1. I think the baffle's out. Yes, the baffle's definitely out. Just a gorgeous looking thing. Look at that thing. And the trick that this thing does, besides the increased performance, is it allows you to put the engine guards on. The other 2-in-1s that I've seen, you can't do that. Jumping up here to the front, they've shortened the front fender. They put this on here, this neat headlight guard, MK design. These brackets here, Diablo blinkers, front and rear. Jumping over here, you've got a bash guard. We already talked about the pipes. These are trip machine bags. Now, so what's neat about these, they have these snaps on here that you can use, but then they've got this little pouch right here. There go my Tourmaster gloves. This little pouch here you can put stuff in, and they also have a zippered compartment, so very nice in that sense. It also has a trip machine handmade seat. Isn't that just gorgeous? The bags are on both sides, by the way. Just a wow machine. They tail tied up the back end. Actually, it looks like they just shortened the fender on this, and they put this really nifty taillight on there. That's a Diablo product too. It goes well with the blinker. I like the whole way that looks. And of course, the big killer thing that you see right here. These are Shinko Golden Boy tires. Aren't they amazing? This one's still sporting stock mirrors. Look at that gorgeous blue. I love the badge on there. This is actually one of my favorite, they're all my favorite colors. Who am I kidding? But I love the way this looks. I just love the way this looks. Now the killer part about that, this is getting a new, this is getting a different tank. I think it's a green with a black stripe or something like that. It's in the works right now. It should be in tomorrow. So, you know, the beautiful tank, the chrome badges, this gorgeous looking Monza style locking cap, clutch, of course, flash to pass light, high lows, blinkers, horn. Over here we've got the kill switch, run switch, start button, gas, and of course the brakes. This is kind of cool here, isn't it? This is very retro. You know, this is a retro style bike. So we've got the chrome bars, the chrome clocks, you know, with the chrome rings around them. Got a speedo on this side, tachometer on this side. It's a very minimalistic system. Engine light, oil light, battery light, ABS light, neutral light. And over here we've got a gas gauge, LED on the top. It says trip meter 1, I think. Oh no, that's odometer. And then using this button here, you can change that to trip meter 1 and trip meter 2. I love the way this whole thing looks. This actually is one of my favorite bikes to ride. How much do you think they lost with this by changing out the gear? You know, reducing the, putting the different pipe on. I think changing the pipe alone would probably save you 20 pounds. And with all the other little things that they've done to it, I'm not sure. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous motorcycle and a hoot to drive. This has got to be my favorite kind of bike to ride. You know, this long seat, one of the advantages of this is when you're out sport riding, through the twisties and stuff, you can slide forward and backwards and just have a good time. Hey, if you all are in the market for a new or used Royal Enfield like this, Triumph, classic British bike of any type, need parts, accessories, you know, any of this gear, jackets, gloves, anything at all, backpacks, shoes, get yourself over here to Baxter Cycle in the mighty mini-tropolis of Marnie, Iowa, the beautiful mighty mini-tropolis of Marnie, Iowa, or go to baxtercycle.com. Those guys can help you out. Now, as I always say, it's a beautiful day. I'm gonna go ride some motorcycle. Life is good. Get out there and do the same, my friends. Wahoo!